Who thinks we should make another plant video? You guys just can't get enough plant videos, can you? Well, let's make one more. But not about this plant. Maybe I can find another plant to make a video out of. Wait, here's one. Huh, that's a pretty trunk. It's like a palm tree trunk. Oh, look. Holy moly. That's a big tree. Look at those leaves. Look at those. Jeez, that's really intricate. Is that a palm? Is that a tree? What is that? That's like no other palm I've ever seen before. Actually, it's true. I've seen this palm before. Okay, so what you can't tell is where this tree is. It's like about 6 feet that way. And I guess I'll put my hand out. Like, that thing is like 3 feet across, that trunk. It's absolutely enormous. And the botanical name of this plant is called Caryota obtusa. However, I like the other name. Well, I'm not sure which one is more accurate scientifically, but it's Caryota gigas, because gigas like means giga, like gigafactory or gigabyte. I'm not sure how many numbers a giga is, but I think it's a lot. I don't know, it's like 1,000 million, or I have no idea, something really big. This is a really big tree. This has got to be, like I said, the trunk is 3 feet across. The tree, the foliage has to be 35 feet across. Like, for instance, here's a big giant delivery truck, semi-delivery truck, to give you some scale of how big this plant really is. Look at that thing. It's ginormous. I would call it, if I named it, I'd call it Caryota ginorma something. And it's native to Laos. That whole region in there, it kind of jumps borders a little bit. I believe it's native to the mountains. In fact, I have a friend whose dad is a legendary plant collector, Jungle Jack, they called him. And his son, he took his son, he told me the story, up into the mountains, and they hiked forever to go find this thing. They had to like camp in the rain, monsoon, and everything else. He said his dad also at one point like went back there in Laos where they weren't supposed to go. I guess it was a communist country then or something. And he had to wear, maybe it was Vietnam, he had to wear a motorcycle helmet the whole time he was traveling because he didn't want everybody to see he was a, Caucasian. He would take these river boats on a motorcycle up the river, and then he'd go collect seeds and stuff in the mountains. That's legendary stuff. But anyway, we do sell this plant occasionally. It's not very happy with bay wind where we are in Richmond. The foliage gets ripped up. But if you're not in the bay wind, it's good. So we don't carry that many at the actual nursery, but we can get them and get this tree to you. The one disadvantage you have to know about when you plant this tree is it will eventually flower. And when it flowers, it will die. And it's hard to say if it's going to do it. This one really, it's about as big as I've ever seen before flowers, so we don't know when this is going to flower. But look at the foliage on this thing. It's just absolutely unbelievably intricate. It's a giant fishtail palm. The fronds, the ends of them look like little fishtails up there if you take a good look at them. And it does get kind of almost a white trunk, almost like a royal palm. But just a fabulous, fabulous thing. But do know that, you will be cutting that tree down at some point. This has been here for a long time. This is at my buddy's nursery down here. San Marcos Growers are going out of business soon. Well, they're developing this whole property. It's gonna be nothing but high density housing. Isn't that the saddest thing you've ever heard? All this will be gone. So sad. I just happened to be here. I was just driving by. This is a whole nother video. Showing my pond right there. But yeah, that's the issue. So, literally that thing is bigger than a Chilean wine palm, except for the trunk. It's not as big. Wine palm has the fastest trunk of any palm in the world. But yeah, there you go. Caryota obtusa. And there's the foliage, that beautiful blue Santa Barbara sky, and that gorgeous green tropical texture. But you might want to come down here and walk around a little bit, because this place is going to be gone in a year. And that's it. Time for me to hit the road.